Welcome back, generals, to another Let's Fix Generals a 0 hour to make the best game ever. Okay. So previous session we did look into the next steps for the height map, which is optimizing how the diffuse light on the terrain tiles is computed. I need to pre-cache that, pre-compute. Before we do that, let's see if there's some pull requests that we can merge. Approved. Let's see. I think we can merge these two. This is bug fix. Bug fix. Okay. So we can say bug fix objects. Okay, cool. And this one, prevent ranking of riders that are not trainable. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that looks good to me. Yeah. Okay. Proof. Then we can bug fix. It's called experience. This bug fix affects doesn't affect generals, right? It's only 0 hour. We can also say GLA. Okay, then we can merge this one. should call it fixed visibility conditions. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There we go. And the next one is this one. Okay, cool. It doesn't say here. Let's try operator name. Comparison. Let's search for compare. Nope. Compare, no case. I looked in this change for keywords, compare, and compare no case, and there was no match found. So I suspect that is missing. Okay, let me remove my approval, dismiss. Looks incomplete. Good. Then back to this code. So it was do the light, right? There's a function, do the light, that we needed to optimize. Okay. So we need a new function in base height map. Yeah. Base height map to the light. Light. Let me say good. Let's do here void precompute Pre-compute ambient light. Pre-compute ambient light. So what do we need? VB, what does it currently give us? VB, it gives us a position. Use normal. Normal. Use normals. Okay. Normal. So this do the light. We currently pass a text to normal. So we probably need to give a position int x, int y. And then we give it the lights iterator. And then we give it, we don't need to give it the alpha. XY, XY. Well, no, we don't. We only give it the XY. Pre-compute ambient light. That's it. XY. Or do we need anything else? And not even. We give it nothing. Just pre-compute light, ambient light. That's it. Although well, well, these guys are in here, so it should be owned by world height map and not by base height map, I think. Yeah. Do the light. This is called by anything. Oh, this is base height map. We can make a virtual function. Yeah. Height map. Do the light. P map, word height map. I would say we add it to does this class know about world height map? No. Well, that's bad. Too bad. World height map. Okay, I'm not sure how do we want to access this information in this class. So right now it calls here, do the light. Light status 9 alpha. Okay. How do we access this here? Flat height map, height map. Do we have the world height map? No. World height map. Yeah. Who owns the world height map? Is it owned by height map? Who owns this? P map. M map. Huh? Okay, so it does own this. Yeah. Maybe. Update block. VMap. Init height data. Who is owning the world height map? Here. It's owned by Terrain Visual. Okay. So this guy owns it. So passing this in here, then I think it's set here. Okay, so this guy knows about it. Okay. Okay. Okay, that should work. And the road buffer also knows about it. Look at that. But not the bridge buffer. Okay. But it doesn't matter. The base height map should know about the world height map. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think this is not a problem. Yeah, I think this will be fine. Good. Then world height map, we need to do it in here. So we add a new function here. Void precompute UV data so maybe ambient light. Precompute ambient light. Then we have another recompute ambient light at int x, int y. Then we go in here, add our new functions. Good. Then we look for our do the lights. Good. So the first thing we need to do is this loop. Exactly the same shit here. Then we need a new struct. Let's call it ambient lights. What kind of data is this? Do the lights. What does it do? I need to delete this here. So we have a shade RGB. Shade RGB. Diffuse shade. Shade RGB. Then I think we simply do struct ambient light. Struct light. is a real. I think this should be a. It should be a. Unsigned bytes. RGB. Let's call it color. Color. You know what we should do? Before we make changes here, how about we change this to how about we also change this to a vector 3? How do we call this? There's a name for it. Come on. Yeah, normal. That's the name. Let me go 4. Let me say 0. Top left. 1 top right. 2 bottom right. 3 bottom left. Okay, let me comment this out. Okay, and then so then what we do here is three. Takes a normal, dot normal. Two, 1, 0. Okay, and then base height map. Height map. Here. Normal 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. Do we really want to do that? I think so. Because then we can use it in a loop to access the numbers from all these things, right? That's the idea. Normal 0. One, 2, 3. This one could also be a loop here. But we can change it another time. Good. And then here. Top lefts. Top rights. Bottom rights. Bottom lefts. Okay, I think that fits a bit better. There's more. Okay, let's first check that everything still looks normal after this refactor. Yeah. So we're looking at the lights, yeah. Yeah, okay. See them here. Yeah. I think it looks fine. Then we do another fix up commit for this guy. I just do this, and this. Okay. And these guys. Okay, let's do that. Okay, now back to our pre-compute. So I think you need a struct color, RGB, okay. And then we have ambient light. And then we do color 4 as well. And then we create a ambient light, ambient lights. Okay, and then we go to our new function that we had added here somewhere here, pre-compute ambient lights. Then we delete this here and we create a new one, ambient lights, ambient lights. Texel normals, ambient light. Okay. I compute ambient light at this. Okay. And then we take let's for starters take all this bullshit here. We need a in the struct here we can add a function. Where is it? Yeah, ambient light. Diffuse. What kind of value is that? VB. Vertex format. Diffuse is unsigned. Let's do a unsigned int get diffuse. And then we do real to int. Why is real to int? Okay. RGB. This is BGR. Okay. Alpha. Diffuse. Okay, so this alpha is get diffuse. Get diffuse. BGRA. BGRA. That's what it's doing, right? Why am I wrong? Was it ARGB? VGR is weird. Let me think about it. So, no, it puts the alpha. No, never mind. No, wait. Yeah, B is at the first. What is this? R. I don't understand why B is the first. RGB A RGB. I'm not sure if it's BGAR or A RGB. Okay. color. RGB. Are we missing a color here? A. Get diffuse. Maybe we make a function here. Get ARGB. B. A. B. G. R. A. Does that make sense? Const. Return. Okay. Yeah, I think we can do that. Okay, cool. And then good. And then here we have now the base height map. One moment. Okay, so we take all this bullshit here and we put it into the new function here. Recompute lights, put it there. So I don't know what the shade is for. Okay, we remove the lights iterator from this one. Yeah. We say compute the global diffuse value. Oh, we already have our RGB color. Look at that. RGB color. Where's it? Huh? It has a real. Oh, that's stupid. Color int. Oh, that's also stupid. Why did I do this here? Where is this used? It's not used much. Ugh. That's stupid. Good. We don't care. Computer, blah blah. Okay, terrain diffuse. Okay, So here we have dot light. Ugh. Light. Yeah, okay, we need to pass here light. Yeah. Okay, and we pass this here. I would say we pass this as a vector 3 and then max, what is it? Base height map. Max global lights. Okay, the normal we will get from textile normal gets pre-computed textile normal at xy, and that will be textile normal normal const okay, and here this will be shades. So what I think we should do here is we need another loop for int tile corner 0, tile corner smaller form plus plus. And then yeah, we essentially take our text of normal here, access the normal, and then add this index, tile corner. Okay, text of normal. This one gives a, yeah, okay, that looks correct. Then we clamp this shade. And then shades. I think we can just do it here. Put this here, real shade. We can remove this here. And then here we have tile corner. Yeah. say we put this down here. And this up here. Yeah, okay, and then we add this here. It's initialized here, okay. And then it's being clamped. Oh, we have some shit here. Depth fades. What is this? Ah, shit. Depth fades. Use depth fade, get depth fade. Well, it's never used. It's always false. It's always false. Depth fades. Reduce lighting values based on light fall off as it travels through water. Let me put a breakpoint here just to confirm that this indeed is never called. If it's never called, then might as well just remove it. Right. Okay, and then here. Right to X, Y. Then this will do index. This one we put here to the top. This one we also put to the top. This will be ambient lights, ambient lights, ambient lights, index, and then here we take ambient light dot color slash tile corner dot R. What about the alpha? Alpha. Where's alpha coming from? Alpha is just passed from get pre-computed alpha UV data. Then we simply do pre-computed what's this alpha UV data cache ndx / alpha unsigned bytes. Then this one we simply put in here. .a. Then here we simply put shader times this, and then we take these guys and then put this there, and then argb, there we go, and that should work. Alpha a, why is it complaining? Ambient lights. Okay, I don't know why it's complaining here, but this looks like it should work. I wonder if we should rename this to pre-compute as well, instead of recompute. Have consistent names here. Okay, here we are not passing the light, which is a problem. In a height map, let's call do the light. Do the lights. It's not being called in here, but it's called in here. Light rays, get terrain light, base height map, get terrain light. Yeah. Then we should be able to call this here as well, light ray. No? Base. Okay, so we have here this light ray, and then we also pass this here. No? Dot rays. No? Rays. There we go. Okay, something is complaining here. Let's make a compile and see what that shit is. Error. I see. Regarding the rename we just did there, maybe we merge that down. We take this guy, and these guys. Max global lights. Okay, do we also need to include global data in here then? Yeah. Oof. 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 I guess. Global data. Or I think that's fine. Yeah. Yeah. So that will work now. Then we can remove it from here. There we go. Okay, cool. Then we have that. Pre-compute ambient light. Okay. And then what do we do? One fails. Still a fail here. Cannot convert unsigned byte to bytes. What? Alpha? Oh, I see. Okay. Then this alpha needs to be alpha tile corner. There we go. Tile corner. There we go. Okay. Maybe we. Maybe we cache this here as color, ambient light color, say color, make it a reference. There we go. Okay, it's a bit easier on the eyes, maybe. Okay. Okay. Then let's see if we hit this code in the other function regarding the depth fade. If not, then maybe we just remove it if it's not used. Yeah. I mean, we don't intend to change the look of how the train under the water looks, so although it's an interesting feature, I guess. Yeah, but it's not hitting, right? Height map, let me see. To the light. Is it here? There we go. Yeah, it's not hit because depth fade is always false. Is there nothing that can turn this on? Doesn't look like it. It's always false. That's stupid. What about this water position then? It is used for water in object. Okay. Water position set. Depth scale. Height is below water level. Reduce height values based on light fall off as it travels through water. Okay, how about we turn this on? Yeah, let me compile out this shit here. Okay, let's see how this looks. What happens? I'd like to see if it looks any different or. Yeah, let's put a breakpoint again so we see it actually executes that shit. Maybe it looks interesting, but maybe it just looks completely broken, and you know. But it makes sense that you would make the terrain darker if it's underwater, but yeah, so now it gets called. Depth scale is what? 0 to 2. Shade is that, and it's still 0. Okay. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, well, that's so it was 0. Yeah. 0 terrain diffuse. Okay. Yeah, if it's just 0, then that doesn't have much. Let me load some other level. Like, Tournament Islands. That's pretty popular. Oh, it took long. Oof. Oof. Now the question is that because of this terrain thing, or is it because of something else? Well, I hope it's because of that and not because of some other changes we did. Let me double check. But that looked like fail. Wow. It's sad, yeah. I find the loading time of this map really quite long. Right? Let's see that again. Maybe the pre-computing adds a bit cost there to the loading. Yeah, could be. Let's see. Solo. Skirmish. Update shoreline tile. Ah, that seems to be very expensive. Update shoreline tile position. Oof. Does it maybe do a lot of reallocations here? Yeah. Yeah. This looks very inefficient. What is the initial size of this? Default, yeah. Yeah, hello? 4,000. Oof. Okay, that's way larger. That's way larger. Okay, well, um, okay, that's significantly larger. Okay, yeah, that is very expensive. How high does this go? Let me put that in the watch. Okay, that's 100,000. Holy shit, so many reallocation events. 110. Whoa. 120. 30. Whoa. 40. 50. Oh my goodness. 60. 175,000 roundabout. Let me see how many. Calculator. That would be. So we have this 100. So around 170,000 divided by 512. So there would be 330 reallocation events. 330 allocation events for this bullshit here. Oh boy. How about we double it? We always double it. Maybe. Let me think about this. Plus, double it. So the default is 4K. 4K, 4 kilobyte. I would say. How about we say plus equal I think I saw this pattern also in other places. This is not the only one here. Extra blend type position size. This also has the same bullshit here. Yeah. But this one we didn't see reallocating yet. Let me put a breakpoint in here. I would say we do a plus equal the size it already has, and then maybe we cap it. So we put a max, and defaults max. Then we say here max growth. Max growth. We don't need to put it here. We just put it in here. Yeah. Let's do a maybe the max grows we can put at, I don't know. Maybe a multiple of this one. Max. And then this times, I don't know, 8. How much would that be? That would be 4,096 times 8. 32 kilobyte. 32 kilobyte. Yeah, 32 kilobytes. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Mhm. Mhm. Positions. Oh, I just realized we need to put it here. That's stupid. Copy. Let's do a new size. What's this? Int. So, int new size. So a const new size is this. I do here super hackers at performance increases growth pattern from max 512 bytes to max max 32 kilobytes because some maps with a lot of shorelines grow this buffer to 200 to 175 kilobytes. This buffer to 100 kilobyte and beyond. Okay, then we allocate here with a new size. And then here plus, hold on. New size, that needs to be different. That should be this one here. And here, shoreline size equals new size. There we go. Yeah. Increases growth strategy. Max growth from No, I don't know if that's necessary for the other place that incremented it by 512. I put a breakpoint now. Blend tire. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Let's call this 128 kilobytes beyond. Okay, so this should fix this performance issue. I think it's mostly an issue in debug because of this memset32 filler, but it will still give something in release as well. Yeah, not as much, but I think it's also good for the allocator to not like reallocate all the time. Yeah, less transient memory that goes through the system. Let's see. So max. Hold on. We do min times 2. There we go. Let's try this again. Okay, so that's new size. Yeah, so now it doubles it first. That's fair. So it first doubles it. Now it's 16,000. Then it doubles again. No, that's it. Okay. Okay, cool. Let's load to Tournament Island again. Tournament Island probably has the most tiles of all maps because it has just has so much shore, right? Okay, so this one is... so this one grows. Let's see. So it seems it's only an issue on the first load of a map. Okay, so it loads to this size, 16. Okay, and then... we have a bug here. Okay, now we have an infinite loop. Okay, so that is wrong. This or this plus this. There you go. Do we have it now? It's right from originally. Good. So new size is that, yep. 16K, okay. Then solo, skirmish, play, crash. Oh, that's not good. Well, that sucks. Data. Well. If not, ambient lights, pre-compute ambient light. Ambient lights, there we go. Ambient lights, there we go. Okay. Okay, and then still don't know why it crashes though. Breakpoints. I don't know. I think we had 175 we saw, right? So how about we add another 32 here? Maybe 100, 3, 62, 162 kilobytes. Yeah. Good. So there we go. Good. So why did it crash there when loading this map? 32. Okay, 64. 98. Yeah, 128. There you go. Okay, new size. 196, and that's it. Okay. Okay, this time it didn't crash. That looks beautiful. That looks really magnificent there. Let me share the screenshot of it. Height map, base height map, world height map, world height, ambient lights, blah blah, base height map. Good. Yeah, looks fantastic. Ship it. Dr. Threx lands here. I mean, it has some style, right? Good. Then what we do next is I think here what we can also what we can also do here is array size, this color. Maybe we just call it corner. Okay, cool. Then I think it's fair to delete this shit here. Yeah. Not needed. Good, so here we have a clamping, yeah. Here we have a dot product, shade. I think we can just move this real here. Do we need to clamp here? Do we need to clamp there? I think that's a bit of a redundant clamp here, right? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think this clamp is useless here. Because if it's above 1, we add 1 here, and then we will clamp to 1 anyway. So I think this one is useless. Yeah, we only need to clamp here. Yeah. We can make this const. I think we can move this guy to here. Okay. We can also make it a reference. Okay, yeah. Only the first terrain light contributes to ambient. Okay, let's put that comment here. Okay, this looks pretty solid to me. Okay, so I've pre-computed the ambient light, yeah. Then next step, need to use it. Is this one now ready for merge or is rebased? Oh, that's good. Yeah. Okay. Then I think we can merge this guy. 275 lines. This one is already in generals, right? Core, generals, yeah. Ancient 0 hour. Okay. Okay. Let me look one more time here. Texture thumbnail 0 0. Yeah. Texture 0 0 0. Okay. Okay, I think this one is ready to go. Ren klingt tidy. This klingt tidy. Use integer. Use integer value comparison. Apply integer value comparisons for str compare and str compare with klingt tidy. Apply integer value. Good. That one is merged. Fantastic. Good. Then what's the time? 1:40. Yeah. So ambient lights. Get. Then here we do const ambient lights. Get pre-computed ambient light int x int y const, take this shit here, and that will be ambient lights. There we go. And then we, what do? We need to now use it where we do the light. Do the light. Let's see. Do the light. But well, do the light. Do the light. Well, not one-to-one. So we no longer need this shit here. We don't need this. We only need this here. Yeah. Yeah, do the right. Do we need like an enum maybe where we say which corner we want to do the light at? Yeah. VP. Or we pass. Aha. Maybe. Do the light. Do the light. Maybe we make a function where we pass up to 4 vertices. And then we fill all 4 vertices in one go. Think that will work. Yeah. Good. Take a break here. The next session we will implement the new light function where we use pre-computed light, and then and then that will be it. Okay. Okay, good. Then I wish you a great day or night. Until next time, goodbye.